So this is it. This is the end of my 2005 Honda Pilot. And this thing has a lot of memories because I'm just cleaning it out now because I am selling it to one of those companies that just pick it up, like through like Carvana or something like that. I actually think it's through Pedal, which I'm getting I guess a good amount of money. Nothing crazy, but I'm very proud to have had this car. And to be honest, this has been the car that I believe helped me get to like the net worth, the wealth that I have today, because since I've had it for so long, I never really had a car payment. And that's the beauty of cars if you buy right. And what I mean by buy right is buying you a car that could last you forever. And that's what this bad boy did. It lasted me for frickin' ever. And, and I'm very proud of it. I guess I'm gonna leave this. I think I super glued this thing on. I think I super glued this thing on. We'll keep it on there. Um, this thing has definitely helped add to the net worth because of how reliable it is, because of how many miles I was able to put on it, because of the income it helped my family generate. So, the backstory about this car is that we've had this car since 2004 when we bought it, and it's been the work car of my mom. So obviously, it helped us make a lot of money because my mom's a nurse as well. She used to do a lot of on call. She was a PACU nurse. And when you do on call, you get like technically free money for sitting around. And then when you get called in, you get double time. So that's the gist of that. And then my mom ended up handing it down to my brother, who became a nurse as well and an educator in nursing. And he used this car in Binghamton. And so, again, helped generate more money because now he's an educator at a big time medical facility where they're making really good money. So, generating more income. And then again, went back to my mom again when my brother got back from school. And then my mom used this car till the time she retired in 2019. So that was like 30 years of working as a nurse. My mom used this car, and this constantly made us a lot of money. And then when I moved into my house, I got rid of some of my cars because I was really big into like BMWs and all that. And once those started failing on me, and the maintenance started doing the same similar to this, where the maintenance ended up becoming too expensive, I got rid of them. And my mom asked me if I wanted the Pilot to use for work, and I've used it for the last 5 years to work, and we pushed it to 250,000 miles. And can it go more? Yes, but the check engine light keeps going off, and the fixes for it for the last like 3 years just to get it inspected has been a headache, and that's the only reason why um, I'm getting rid of it. If I didn't work in New York City and have to go through a bunch of like stoplights and checkpoints and all that, or there's a bunch of like police activity, if it's like just local driving, I'd probably keep it because you could probably get away with having it not legally not inspected for a little bit while I tried to fix it at the same time. But I think it's time to let it go because even though the insurance is low and all that, it's extra money that I'm not really using as much. I kind of use my wife's CRV during most of the months to going to work because like during the winter months, sometimes I feel like this isn't the most reliable. It kind of misfires every now and then. And last thing I want to do is be stuck on the West Side Highway or the George Washington Bridge, and then it just shuts down on me. But going into the wealth building, this is what I mean when you got to buy your car right. with me being able to get this car and this car down, was able to have me not have a car payment for a very long time. Even my Silverado has no car payment. My wife's CRV has no car payment, and that helps us keep more money in our pocket. And what I would do, what I would recommend, is always look for like really reliable used cars and a very trusty mechanic that could help you maintain your cars for a very long time. For me, for all my cars, I'm very meticulous about um, oil changes every 3 to 4,000 miles, transmission fluids every like what 70,000 miles, air filters, everything that you could do yourself is like the simplest thing to keep your cars maintained. And of course, like car washes, especially if you park your cars underneath, get those undercarriages clean so they don't rust. But for the most part, if you really take care of your cars, I don't necessarily see why they won't last as long as this one did. But if you wanted to just make sure you're going to get the most bang for your buck, I do just like go with like those Hondas, those Toyotas. I'm trying out Chevy for now, and and I do think those are the ones that just last the longest. And this has definitely been a part of my wealth building journey. It's been a very humbling car, knowing that it squeaks everywhere it drives, knowing that I do have like a 7 figure net worth and all that. But I absolutely love this car. I'm actually kind of sad that I'm getting rid of it. But this is like my last day with it. They're going to come pick it up very soon. And I wonder what car I'm going to get next. And I'm not a very flashy person. So I'm probably just going to get something that I could just drive to work, but also be safe enough for my kids to ride in. And that was another big thing too. Now that my kids are going to school and then I have to go to work right after, I want to make sure whatever car I buy, I'm comfortable with putting my kids in it and feeling safe for my kids. And I'm okay with myself just in this car because I could take care of myself. But when it comes down to my family safety, that is my biggest priority. So when I was strapping my kids into the car seats into this and then driving them to school and then me going to work, I just didn't feel comfortable, even though it was only like a 15-minute ride to school. I just didn't like the thought that this car could shut down at any time and my kids are in it. So that's my biggest decision reason on why I'm making the decision to get rid of this car. So again, it's had a really good run. We've done a lot of good things in it. I just cleaned it out and I found things like ponchos from Hershey's Park from when I was there, like when I was like 7. So again, a lot of crazy memories from this car, and this was one of the biggest reasons I got to accumulate a bunch of wealth because I didn't have to pay for a car for so long. So let me know what you guys think about cars. Let me know what you guys think about wealth building, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.